welcome back to the Tarot Cottage. My name is Amy. I'm back today with a pick a card reading for you. If you're one of my beautiful returning subscribers, I just want to say thank you guys so much for your support of me, your support of each other, especially in the comment section. A big special thank you to this month's winner of the free reading. So if you are a subscriber, please be sure to drop me a comment below so that I can enter you in for a chance to win a free reading as well, because I just love to get back to you guys and to show my appreciation. So thank you guys so much for all of you who have commented, who engage with me on Instagram as well. I really appreciate you guys, and you guys have no idea how much I appreciate your friendship and your presence here. So if you have found yourself here for the very first time, I do pick a card readings on this channel, so please join us. Pull up a chair, grab yourself some snacks or a cup of tea, and we will have a little bit of a chat, because we are all friends when we gather at my table. Today's pick a card reading, we're looking at the true feelings of your person. So how are they truly feeling for you? This can be someone you're in no contact with. This can be someone you're currently dating or you're interested in. There are no caveats to this message. Whichever pile calls out to you, there may be a message waiting for you from Spirit, and my timestamps are going to be listed below. So how does the person on your mind right now truly feel about you right this moment? What are their thoughts, their feelings? Our three piles today are the Wonderland of Tarot, I believe it's called. I don't think it's called like Alice in Wonder. I think it's like called Wonderland in Tarot or something of that nature. I'll double check that. So we have the Wonderland Tarot here, and we have this beautiful piece of amber. Pile number 2 with the Golden Girl Tarot and this piece of Desert Rose. We also have pile number 3. I think this is called the Art of Tarot. And we have this piece of hematite. I believe it's called hematite. If I'm wrong, let me know in my comment section below. So whichever pile or piles are calling out to you, like I said, there may be a message waiting for you from Spirit. I am going to jump right into pile number 1 today. Today's topic, again, the person on your mind, what are their true feelings for you right this second? Pile number 1. Hello everybody. In pile number 1, you were drawn to the piece of amber. Or to this Wonderland Tarot, and this is your reading. The person on your mind, how are they truly feeling for you right this moment? So as I said in my intro, this can be someone that you're dating, someone that you're interested in, someone that you're in no contact with, someone that you haven't seen in a long time, whatever the case may be to your situation. What are their current true thoughts and feelings of you? Pile 1. How are they currently thinking and feeling about you and the relationship or the connection that you are a part of? How are they currently thinking and feeling about you? We have here the Death card. So the Death card is not about a physical death when it comes to questions like this. It's usually about a transformation or a shift that is required or needed. It also talks about the endings that occurred perhaps between the two of you. So you may be in disconnect from this person at this time. What are true feelings for you? You have the Ace of Cups. The Eight of Pentacles. Their true feelings for you. How do they truly feel? We have the Five of Pentacles. So this person on your mind could be somebody that you are not in contact with right this moment. There could also, they definitely desire reunion, so definitely could be in no contact at this time. There could be a work connection here as well, so take that as it resonates to your situation. You have the Emperor. There could be a work connection, and this person could be, I don't want to say they're your direct superior or anything like that, but there could be a work connection here where their position doesn't really afford them the ability to step outside of that, or didn't in the past. King of Pentacles. Definitely their position that perhaps stopped them from acting upon their feelings towards you. So even if this is not in disconnect and you are currently working with this person or have ties in school or work, because of their position, because of the position that they hold. Again, it feels like a very authoritative position that they hold. Even the Hierophant's on the back of the deck so far. So it feels like a very authoritative position that they hold over you, perhaps, or over the situation in general. That doesn't allow them to sort of feed into the potential at this moment. And that's what they'd like a shift in, because they see this as has a lot of potential. And they would like to be able to look into where this could lead. The curiosity is rampant. We have the Star. How do they truly feel, please? We have the Ten of Swords. Back of the deck, we have the Three of Pentacles. And we have the Seven of Pentacles. So the Three of Pentacles talks about foundations already in place. I feel like there definitely could be some type of work connection here, but take that as it resonates to your situation. I'm dealing with collective energy, so I can't possibly connect with every single individual scenario, but there's already a foundation in place here. And this foundation could have to do with this person's home status or work status, specifically work status for me right this moment. But you can notice here, Humpty Dumpty's up on the wall, this beautiful egg of potential, and over here he's down and he's crashed down below. As much as the Star card is supposed to be about hopefulness, there's a lot of hopelessness with this person here. It's like they feel like success with you is a difficult transition to make, is going to require patience. They don't know how to execute it either. They don't know how to get to the point of full-fledged success, of reunions, of everything coming full circle. They don't know how to get to that point. So it's like they have nothing to do but be patient. And they're worried about what that patience, the toll that patience will take in the future. The Ten of Swords, it's like some part of them has sort of given up hope that there could ever be a transition or a shift that would lead to them feeling happy about the position they hold with this connection. And it does really feel like they have to put their work priorities or whatever this foundation that they're sitting upon above their feelings for you at this moment, even though they can see that this has so much potential. It really feels like this person has a really big crush. Like, not even, and it goes beyond the crush because they've already put themselves as the divine masculine energy. Like, it goes beyond that, but it feels like they've been wanting you for a long time. Like, it feels like there's longevity here. Even with the Eight of Pentacles, I just keep seeing almost years lining up that they've been building up this foundation with you. And as I said, this foundation has many meanings. It can be a foundation already in place for them with you. It can be also a foundation that they have to navigate around, which stops them from being able to leap, because you can see the rabbit here holding onto that scroll. It's like, I can't leap right now because I have to wait it out and see where this takes us. For someone watching, there may actually be like a double whammy for the person that you're thinking about, because they may have, you know, a family, plus there could be a work connection that doesn't allow them to move forward. So please take that as it resonates. Let's get some more information about their truest feelings for you. How does this person feel truly for pile one, please? If they were being 100% open and honest with no... We have keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from the usual type, your usual type, and expectations. They didn't anticipate feeling this way for you when they first met you. That's definitely coming through. They didn't anticipate any of these emotions, any of these feelings to come up and well up. Yeah, they didn't anticipate it. And they also, on top of that, I mean, I feel like there's a mutual attraction, but they didn't anticipate it, the attraction from going from just attraction to something deeper either. We have deception. Someone is wearing a false mask in this relationship. They have to pretend like they don't feel any of these things. And I feel like you kind of have to do that too, to maintain some type of normalcy or peace, especially if it's a work environment or perhaps a school environment, whatever the case may be. You have to maintain that as well. You have to pretend like there is no passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. And that's what they would do if they could feed into some of that passion. And that's perhaps why they feel so sort of emotionally overwhelmed by the idea of never having the ability to feed into this potential. They feel very overwhelmed about it. It makes them feel helpless to create this change because of this position that they hold, though. So they're not helpless. They aren't helpless within their position, but they feel helpless, and they feel like they have to sort of sit back and wait to see if they can reveal themselves or not. You can see the crow sitting on top. Crows are very vocal creatures, but this one's choosing to just sort of sit and wait. How do they currently truly feel for you, pile one? How do they truly feel? Enlightenment. It's like, I feel like they've known you for a while, and it's these enlightenments, these epiphanies, these surprising feelings that they've had for you have happened over the course of time. And now it's almost like they see you in a completely different light. We have gossip. But if this person's opinion is really, or their opinion of themselves or the opinions of others is really important to this person, they worry about surviving those opinions. They worry about the gossip running rampant if other people were privy to how they feel for you. And they're really sort of allowing their ego to attach to this idea of judgment. Instead of, they could be an air sign, they could be someone who's very intelligent. This could be somebody who runs their own business too, that you may even work for the company of some kind. But this King of Swords, you know, he's usually a lot more clear-headed than this. He's usually able to rise above that gossip or that fear to see things logically. But when it comes to you, it's like they can't do that. And this abundance card, it really shows that their fear of all of these things really affect their ability to feel confident to create change in the situation. Both of these people have lost a coin. And look, the dissipating card. Both of these people have lost a coin, and he's deciding that he can't do anything about it. So he doesn't do anything about it, and he wallows and he gains nothing. She has a goal to buy this house, and so she gets to work. And that's the difference, you know, between a lack mindset and a positive mindset. Confidence is our key to success. She will get her goal because she won't stop trying for it. He won't get anything because he is sticking to his position. And that's the fear here, is that if this person waits too long, they can wait forever, and this will become gospel for them. The hopelessness that they have convinced themselves of, that is just a support right now, can actually become truth for them. How do they currently truly feel for pile one, please? We have here trickery. And you can see here it says Agatha Christie. There's a noose, and there's also this knife sticking down inside this biscuit, and it's bleeding. There is a sense of self-sabotage, not wanting to sabotage their own position for this connection at this moment in time, and not wanting to do anything to hurt anybody else, which could breed into energy about them perhaps having a family, as well as their position that they hold within your connection. It doesn't have to be the case, as I said. Take it as it resonates to your situation. But they are the ones who are holding themselves back because they're fearful that their actions will be the thing that is the detrimental force that does them in, or does their reputation in. We have humanity. Again, that egg potential, the egg, it's all cracked open. Their position, this peacock really being the grounding force behind their inability to act towards you. And even this tree of life, something deeply rooted in the ground. They're holding that potential in their hand, though. They know that it's there. They feel it here. But they also worry that they're going to let it slip through their fingers because of their insecurity, because of the ghosts that haunt them. Because they've convinced themselves of some form of quote-unquote reality that is only true for them because it's being bred by fear and not by action. Let's get a couple of message cards here for this person. What are their true feelings? How they truly feel with no filter for pile one, please. I just saw wait. You have seek professional advice. And you're so beautiful. What do you need me for? It's like your position, their position are an issue. They're kind of passing the buck to your position at this point, saying, you know, you're not in a position to act towards me any more than I am. The seek professional advice always speaks to me about like legal issues and working around the confines of legal matters. So this could be somebody who needs to speak to a lawyer, especially if they are partnered up. They may perhaps seek counseling as well. You matter. They can't act like you do, though. I feel like they have to act like you don't. I'm afraid to talk to you. I'm afraid to look you in the eyes, because if they do, I think all will be revealed. They definitely wish for something more from this connection. We have, whoop, it fell off. I have never imagined so much perfection, and I'm absolutely in love with you. Like, they put you on this pedestal. You are this star. You are the focus. You are something that they literally peer at from across the room, or they're looking at you all of the time. So this feels, for some of you, you may be in disconnect, but it may be just an emotional disconnect. You may see this person quite a bit if you are currently working with them. There may have been separations because of things going on in the world, but it may not be like a long-standing no contact situation. For some of you, I feel like you actively see this person. What are they currently feeling for pile? Their truest feelings for pile 1, please. This is taking forever. And says, I miss you terribly, do you? So if they're, like, as I said, I get this message coming in from Spirit that for some of you, you may be in no contact, but it's not going to be long-standing, or it hasn't been long-standing, and it may have a COVID relations to it in some way. So take that as it resonates to your situation. Is this connection even real? Do you even feel it as well? Do you feel this connection too? I have changed. I like to imagine a future with you. I spend a lot of time of day daydreaming about you. Can we start over? And I do not know how to let this go. Back of the deck says, though, that I am stuck right now. Stuck in their position, whatever that position may be. They are stuck right now. Let's get a charm bowl, please. For, whoops, pile number 1. How does pile number 1's person truly feel about pile 1, please, in the bowl? We have one out of the bowl, the sun. Could be a Leo. The beautiful sunshine, but you definitely light up their room. You will light up the place wherever you guys are together. If you are in the same type of work environment, school environment, you light up a room. And they see you clearly. I feel like they see you clearly now, and I feel like you have known this person for a while, but it's like all of a sudden they see you clearly. And now they want movement. We have here the 8 of Wands with the Chariot. Now the Chariot does talk about a decision that has to be made concerning you. So this person could have a choice between partners or a choice between you and their environment. But they have a lot of pressure and desire to execute truthfulness towards you, but also physical intent towards you as well. It's like they already know what they want, but now they're just grappling with the decision on overcoming their fears to get there. Charm bowl, please, for pile number 1. I'm sorry if that's loud, if you're wearing earbuds. I know that it must be. Sorry about the bang. We have the rolling pin, so domestic issues. You could be working in food service. I also think about, being confined by domestic issues as well. We have police. H and K could be initials for you or for this person. We have and. We also have here a playing card, the 4 of Pentacles. So the 4 of Pentacles talks about a foundation that I have built up for myself or for other people. It talks about a guarded nature to what I've built. It's like I've built up something. I care about other people's opinions within this situation that I built, this coin, this position, and I'm hesitant to step outside of it Could be third party, because we do have the 3 music note here, and that is a symbol for me of third party. We also have the Star of Aquarius twice with the sea star and a regular star. There could be children involved in this connection in some way as well, because we have the Empress in the Bull too. The star is talking about the hope that they have in this connection. That somewhere, some down the road, that there's a perfect place and the 2 of you can be in that perfect place together. We have a guitar for music as well. All right, pile number 1, that's what I have for you today. I hope that it resonates with your situation. If it did, I would love to hear your story in the comment section, and I would love for you to subscribe to this channel and hit your notification bell and your like button, because it truly helps me to bring you more content. If you would be interested in being entered in for a personal reading, you can drop me a comment below, and be sure to hit your notification bell, because that's how I will notify you if you are chosen a winner. You can check out Etsy account for a personal reading below, or Instagram. But I really hope that you come back here for another day at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Take care. Hello everybody, in group number 2, you were drawn to the Desert Rose here, or to the Golden Girl Tarot perhaps, and this is your reading. The person on your mind, what are their true feelings for you? Oops, sorry for the wobble. How do they truly feel right this moment? We already have the Death card coming out, which is really interesting, because that's the exact same card that came out for the first pile. So the Death card showcasing itself for you. And it's a very powerful card, a very powerful theme coming out here of rebirth, the desire for such. We have the Emperor. How does your person truly feel about you at this time? The person on your mind. We have the Two of Swords. How do they truly feel for you right this moment? We have the Three of Pentacles. And we have the Ten of Swords. There are some very similar themes here to pile 1. Very similar themes. We have the Empress on the back of the deck. Let's clarify the Death card, please. Oh, I just saw the Page of Swords. We have the Page of Pentacles. How do they truly feel for you, pile 2? The Nine of Pentacles. The Page of Wands. The Temperance card. And the Queen of Pentacles. Back of the deck is the Four of Pentacles, and we also have the Eight of Wands. So this person, the Four of Pentacles, is a very sort of guarded type of energy. It's like, I've built up coin for myself. I'm pretty proud what I've built. I've built a foundation perhaps. But it also talks about our ego. It talks about being fearful of stepping away from the places we've been, the things we've executed. It talks about hesitating to act towards you because of these restrictions that they feel. And these can be practical restrictions, or these can be emotional restrictions that they feel. Their ego could be really running rampant and not allowing them to step outside of comfort zones, because they have a pressure that's building, that they want to communicate something with you. And there's the Queen of Cups. And we have the Death card to start out the entire reading. And this card, you can see she's holding on to the skull. And what's interesting is that we also have the Ten of Swords on the opposite end of this sort of pole here. So there is this sort of energy coming out of this spread that this person worries that they may have lost their opportunity with you. They may be sort of giving up hope for new beginnings or fresh perspectives or fresh starts, because I would want to see the Death card over here. I want to see a new rebirth, a new beginning in the future position. But they seem to think that this is something that may not be possible, or at least not possible for a very long time. It's like they have succumbed to this idea, this person has succumbed to this idea that this is my fantasy, and I'm going to maintain this fantasy of this person for a while. And it's not even all because of their own position either. I feel like there is like a mirror. Have you ever seen that movie Sliding Doors with Gwyneth Paltrow, where she leads these two parallel lives? It's kind of like the two of you are leading these parallel lives where they're very similar. Perhaps your position is very similar in life. Perhaps you're both partnered, or you both have children, whatever the case may be. There's like a mirrored energy happening for me here. And they feel like they have to maintain all of their feelings for you in longevity because of this position that you hold, position that they hold. And that makes them really sad. Like, I hate to say that, but it makes them feel really sad because the Ten of Swords is this, it's not a happy release. It's someone who's dragging their feet emotionally, who doesn't want to believe that it's like they're adding in the Temperance because, first of all, the Temperance is about the desire to come together, to mix together with you. Secondly, there's a call for healing within the Temperance card because of the pain that they feel within the separation. And then finally, it's this hope that someday we're going to get to the end of the rainbow together. We're going to find that happiness. We're going to find a new opportunity. We're going to find fresh starts. But it's like they feel like all of their opportunity for you lay in the past. And I do feel like there could be a very long period of time where the two of you have evolved from. Like, I feel like there may be, like, you guys have grown. There's been evolution for both of you. In age, but also in like wisdom, emotional maturity, there's been growth for the both of you. So I feel like there has been a long period of time where you haven't seen each other, where your positions have changed in life, but I feel like there's still an awareness of each other's situation. So whether you guys are both still in some type of contact, or whether you're keeping tabs on one another in some type of way. The Two of Swords here with the Page of Wands, it's like they have so much curiosity that they wish that they could feed, and they also have so many questions about you that they wish they knew. It's like you're an enigma. You're a bit of a mystery to this person. And you seem unattainable too. Like I feel like even in the past you felt like you were out of their league. I feel like now you feel like you're out of their league, or they feel like you're out of their league. There's just something intimidating about you because of even the way you look and the way you looked in the past to them. They think you're really attractive. Full stop. They think you're very, very attractive. So that's always been something that's fed into their fantasies of you, and they do fantasize about you. They do think about you. I feel like they think about you quite a bit in the present moment as well, because there's a part of them that is hoping that there's something more and that this isn't finished. It's like they don't want to release, but they feel called to. They feel like they should, because logic, their position, your position, whatever the case may be between the two of you, tells them that they should release that expectation, but it's not something that they want to do. How do they truly feel about you at this moment? If you are the Divine Feminine here, you may have children. We have here the Perspective card. We also have it coming out with the Cauldron, and the Cauldron was reversed. We're going to put it up right here for the spread. However, back of the deck is the Loss. And as I said, it doesn't feel like a happy surrender to their situation, but it feels like a surrender. And Mary Shelley, I often say, she lived in a state of loss a little bit. She sort of defined her life by her losses, because all of her writings were very dark and very themed in a very dark way. And it's because she was surrounded by grief, because she lost her husband, some children, her parents, and that just defined her. She allowed it to define her. And there is a very interesting message about how the loss of you helped this person gain perspective about their own actions in the past, and has helped sort of define them moving forward as the person that they've become. And I feel like we minimize the effect that even in friendships, not even romantic relationships, but we minimize the effect that we have on other people. Because sometimes even like just in general, a kind word, a smile can make the difference in somebody's entire experience in that moment. It's just, and you may minimize your effect or your impression that you left on this person. You may even second guess it yourself. You may wonder if they even remember you. But for them, it was a very profound effect. And they think about that. You created a shift in their perspective. And like I said, I feel like there's longevity here. Here she's looking at a younger version of herself. It's like they understand now about, they have a better understanding about how their actions create their own destiny through this experience. Because I feel like they didn't speak up in the past, or they didn't act on the opportunity that they had with you. And that opportunity has flown the coop here, this empty bird cage. And while there has been time and the experience gained, and they foresee more time ahead with the current state maintaining, it's like she's still not letting go of that rose of hope. Even if everything is telling her that she should give up, she's still not giving up that hope. Because it's like, I'm right where you left me type of energy. How does group 2's person truly feel for them? We have keeping an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectation. And this came out in pile 1 as well. You may have a message waiting for you there. Especially if you feel like there's a work connection, you may have a message waiting for you in pile 1. We also have playfulness to recapture romance. Allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. I feel like the two of you flirted quite a bit, or do flirt. If you are not in no contact right now, I feel like you do flirt, but I feel like you flirted quite a bit in the past, and there was like a lot of need for the flirting to go farther. The heart-to-heart conversations, honestly discuss your feelings with each other, could have sort of created an entirely new, different, trajectory of this connection if we had just not been so playful, not been so flirtatious, and actually put our money where our mouth is in the connection in the past. Because one conversation could have changed and shifted the tides and created just the right amount of momentum in the right direction to sort of shift everything. And truly, perhaps one conversation now could shift the tides again. But that's the danger of closure, or what people call closure. Their current true feelings for pile 2, please. We have wisdom. They've evolved, they've grown, they've gained in their awareness. There's expansion, perception. We also have the mysticism and the forgiveness card as well. We're not going to throw them all out today, but this just really adds to that mystery. You are a mystery they'd like to unravel. You are something that, and they want you to, like, they, sorry, my throat. They also feel like you don't know everything about them, and that there's things for you to gain in unraveling the mystery and what lies beyond walking through a bold door with each other. Their perception has shifted. As I said, they feel like they have grown a lot of awareness because of this connection. You have made a big impact on them. What are their true feelings for you, pile number 2? We have many options, decision, unconventional, stringing along, and one night stand. We also have coffin, endings bring new beginnings, growth, change, liberation, and transition. And the coffin card, sorry, my throat. I'm sorry, pile 2. My throat is still reeling from that cold I had a week or 2 ago. I can't seem to shake it. The coffin card with the death card brings us right back to the very front of your reading, which talks about needing for shifts and changes, perhaps something needing to be ended in order for new beginnings or new gateways to be opened in this connection as well. The keys on the ring, many options, decisions to make. I feel like there could be third party here, so please take that as it resonates to your situation, only because this person feels so restricted from coming towards you. And there's usually a very practical, tangible reason why people feel so restricted and unable to come, because they've gained so much perception and so much wisdom, and they've expanded so much in their awareness of what this connection is and what it could have been, in their own behaviors. They've grown, they've matured. So there could be something that does hold them back. Let's get some thoughts. What are they thinking and feeling for pile 2 right this moment, please? I miss being intimate with you. The playfulness of your relationship. I have an offer for you, but it was reversed. I have an offer for you. There's like almost an awareness of like, if I could go back in time, if I could do it all over again with what I know now. I feel like they've said that to themselves. And they know that they would make different choices. They would make the offer to you. I've been hurting without you. You have no idea. No one can change my love for you. I reminisce a lot about the times I spent with you. Let's get one more. And I have a lot of gratitude for you. They're very happy. They seem to be very self-aware. Even though I feel a lot of grounded energy from them, they could be an earth sign, I feel like they have a lot of awareness. This person seems very well-rounded. I don't know if that's... I've been having dreams of you. Like a practical person with a lot of self-awareness. What are their current true feelings for you right this moment? You have probably moved on, question mark. And as I said, I feel like you both have moved on. I feel like you've both moved forward. There's been a lot of time here. Are you mad at me? What is your perception of this person now? Because they worry about that. They worry about how you perceive them, because they put you in such a shining light. They can't help but think that you would put them in a negative light for some reason. You make me come alive when I think about you. Do I think about you too much? I feel like they think about, this Page of Wands tells me that they think about you. It's right in the present moment. So as I said, they think about you often. In the present moment. But I feel like it's something they do have to suppress. I'm curious about what you are up to. Friends with benefits. And I feel like if there was just flirt, I feel like there's a bunch of groups of people I'm dealing with. You may have just flirted with this person in the past, it never went past that, or it may have been a sort of friends with benefits situation where emotions started to get aroused, started to bubble to the surface, and then things got cut off and for some reason, whatever the case may be. So take that as it resonates, but that's interesting. Friends with benefits. It could be that that's what they fantasize about now, knowing that they can't walk away from whatever responsibilities they have, perhaps knowing you can't walk away either. We have high school sweethearts. And I think about you when I am alone. Back of the deck says, I fell so hard and so fast and so hard for you. It's like, even if this was just a friendship situation, they couldn't help but fall for you, group 2. Oh, let's get a charm bowl for you. A charm bowl, please, for group number 2. The person on their mind, their current thoughts and feelings. How do they truly feel about group 2 in the bowl right this moment? What are they currently thinking? 2 of Swords, 6 of Wands, and the Tower. This is heavy energy with the Tower in the bowl. And when we have this Two of Swords, the Six of Wands sideways, it's talking about a stagnation. It's talking about being in the same spot in this connection for a long time, perhaps, the two of you. There could be third party because of the Two of Swords. There's indecision here and an inability to step outside of my position because there is a risk of consequences. And the consequence could be huge, could create permanent type of havoc and change in my life. So I do wear masks, this person says. I pretend on the outside things look really good in their life. And things may even be okay in their life. But they do feel like they have to wear masks to maintain this, the appearances of things, I feel. Let's try to get these upwards so we can fit the charms in the bowl. I know that I have a small bowl, and I often get remarks on my channel about why don't I just get a bigger bowl. My husband made me this bowl, actually. He spun it, and my father-in-law made me this big bowl. So they have a lot of meaning, and I have to keep them. It does restrict my ability to pull a lot of charms, though. In the bowl today, we have the letters Q and P, F, O. We have a ladybug, good luck, a charm. We have a starfish. I often say, the starfish is about healing, losing something that we feel like belongs to us or is innate to us, and having to heal from that. We have an S here. We have a snake, and I do feel like there could be like third party here. It's like they can't act outside of their position because they're worried about being seen as a snake or seen as a negative person. We have a forget-me-not. We have an ice pick chipping away at a cold exterior. They did ask, are you mad at them? So they may feel perhaps there was a blow up at the end of this connection in some way. We have a whale tail going with the flow, but also having things that they need to express to you. We have a empty heart. Oh, we have a card as well. Two of Wands, the desiring for expansion, fire energy as well. All right, group number 2, that's what I have for you today. I hope that it resonates with you. I wish you so much luck in this connection, and if it did resonate with you, I would love to hear your story in the comment section below. Please hit your like button and your notification bell if you do choose to leave me a comment, because then I can enter you in for a chance to win a free reading with me. You can also check me out on Instagram below, and I offer private readings through my Etsy account. That link is below as well. But I hope that you come back here for another day at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope that you have a beautiful day. Take care. Hello everybody, in pile number 3, you were drawn to this piece of hematite, or perhaps to the Art of Tarot here, and this is your reading. The person on your mind, what are their true feelings for you? How are they truly feeling for you right this moment? We have the Ten of Swords. And I sound surprised because I have the Ten of Swords in both piles already today, group 3. We have the Six of Pentacles. How are they truly feeling for you right this moment? We have the Six of Swords. We have the Ten of Wands. How are they truly feeling for you right this moment? And we have the Knight of Wands. Back of the deck is the Queen of Wands. Now, this is an interesting energy that's coming through. And I know I said we have the Ten of Swords in both the piles, but still very different vibes that are coming through here for you, pile 3. Let's clarify the Ten of Swords, please. This person feels like they are almost like, I want to say they're almost like obsessed or something with you. Queen of Cups. The Five of Pentacles. And it's because I feel like they've experienced your love in the past, and now that they don't have it, I feel like you might have put up with a lot from this person for some reason. I don't know. I just feel like you may have put up with a lot from this person in the past. And everybody reaches a breaking point. Everyone reaches a breaking point where they're like, I can't do it anymore. Sorry, we have some on the floor. Because this person is, the reason I sort of chuckled is because they present themselves as someone who's like, I need to give up on this connection and it's not good for me and I'm over, they're just so over the top emotional about the loss of you in some way. That they've convinced themselves that they need to be finished with it, that they need closure, but they can't get that closure, so they want to come charging in towards you. So it's the sense of like, I've given up on this connection, but I still have one more thing I have to say to you, and charging in to stir the pot again. And I feel like it's because there is a profound loss, because I feel like the two of you have a history together where you put up with a lot of perhaps buffoonery from this person in some type of way. It's like they were thoughtless in the past, or they didn't think before they were speaking, or they acted very recklessly with you. And you have such a loving heart. You have such a loving, profoundly overwhelming, loving heart that I think they almost expected. It's kind of like that energy of like, sometimes we hurt the people closest to us because we think they'll accept whatever we do. And that's, you're a very loving person, and I feel like you accept so much from people that you don't deserve sometimes, that they just thought, well, I'm going to step up in line here. But then you decided that enough was enough, and that things were very one-sided perhaps. And so there is this, all of a sudden, this epiphany that came in. Page of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. Yeah, it's like you put up a firm boundary with this person, and it was the moment you put up that firm boundary that they're like, oh my God, I'm in love. Oh my God, we're meant to be. That's what it feels like. It's like, I'm in love. It feels meant to be to them now, but it's because you finally said no, and they watched amazing, a fantastic opportunity slip through their fingers. So they have claimed to have finally gained clarity over the situation. It's like, I didn't realize the effect you had on me, the love that I had for you until you walked away, until you transitioned. And it's like kind of like that song, and I don't remember the name of it, but it talks about like your peace equals their turbulence. You know, like your happiness in life equals their misery, because they can't imagine life without you at this point. So it feels almost obsessive, and that's why I chuckle now with the Devil coming out too, because it feels a little bit obsessive that they're feeling in their desire to come back towards you. And I wouldn't be surprised if this person did come back towards you, because they claim to have a lot to say. They claim to have a lot to get off of their chest when it comes to the things of the past, and they are claiming to be very emotionally destitute because of the separation right now. My concern in the energy that I see, though, is that I do see, I see you, I see you as this beautiful queen. I see you as this, multiple times as the beautiful queen. And I see them kind of orchestrating themselves as this King of Cups, realizing how much they love you, but some of that clarity hasn't come in about why you had to put the boundaries up in the first place. She's not afraid to cut people out of her life that are not serving her once she has that awareness that she's not being served. And I do feel like it was very difficult for you emotionally to release, because I feel like you had invested so much emotion into this that it was very difficult for you to even put those boundaries up. And that was a huge hurdle that you felt perhaps that you had to overcome in order for your own peace and clarity to come in for you. But it was at that point that this person said, oh my gosh, it was that firm boundary that woke me up. It was that firm boundary that made me realize right from wrong. And you can even see the Devil and the angel on the shoulder. It's like I realized right in that moment everything I'd done wrong, everything I had not given you. And I want to tell you all of these things, but I don't know how I'm going to be received now. They're worried about how they're going to be received when they come forward. And I do feel, group 3, that they may inevitably come forward for you. How are they currently feeling? Their true feelings for group. Number 3. We have the Wall. And you may have walls up now. And we also have the Community card. Back of the deck is the Milk card as well. And what's interesting about the message that's coming through, and I mean, I didn't intend to get deep into the, into this reading as to the hows and the whys that led to this person treating you the way that they did, but there is a message coming out with the Milk card. This card talks about nourishment, our parents, nostalgia. We have the Community card about our being in exile from you and safety nets, and then we have the Wall, which is talking about literal walls that we build up for ourselves. And I do feel like this person's behavior, their recklessness, their carelessness, could come from a spot of pain that has been unhealed from when they were a child, from their past, which left them ill-equipped to sort of even be able to recognize the compassion and love and the support system that you showed them. So it's like taking it for granted a little bit because they didn't recognize it in the first place. Maybe they're true. What do they truly feel here? Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectation. And that is so weird because this card came out for all 3 piles today. All 3 piles received this message. And I feel like it's important for us to keep an open mind about this card, because when it comes to connections that we feel really confined by, restricted by, drawn to inexplicably, we have to recognize that sometimes this is evidence of a soulmate connection or a twin flame connection. But sometimes our expectation of what that means drives us to how do I want to word this? We have these expectations about what a soulmate means and what their worth or what their purpose is in our experience. And sometimes their purpose in our experience is so that we are pushed to the point to create these boundaries. Sometimes they're meant to do that. They're meant to give us clarity. They're meant to push us to sometimes to our breaking point where we're just like, enough, and we have to overcome it and choose ourselves. Because we always have to remember that we're on an individual journey here. Your true feelings for you. Let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from other people. So you guys may have started out as a friend group. You may have met in school. We also have you deserve love. You are lovable. So the way that this person, and that's the other thing they wish they could express to you, is that their treatment of you was not a reflection, if they were not always great in the past, was not a reflection of your worth, but of their inner state. And they claim to be gaining more awareness of the roots, or where all of that behavior stems from in their past. They're trying to gain awareness of that. And they also want to thank you about that too, because I feel like there is some type of soulmate connection here, or some type of intrinsic energetic connection here, because they almost want to thank you for that, because without the exile, without the ability for them to have to make these revelations happen, they wouldn't have come to all of these epiphanies about themselves, about you. And now they're kicking themselves, but not enough to not come forward. I feel like they still want to come charging towards you. What are their current true feelings? Ooh. Impatience. And you know what? The Knight of Wands, the Knight of Swords, very impatient fellows. Very impatient in nature. And it does sort of highlight a little bit here too that they haven't expanded or evolved as much as they are claiming to. They are not as mature as you on an emotional scale, even perhaps on a like a chronological age scale. Perhaps you're a little older. We have quest, and even this child, it's like their inner child is on a quest for knowledge, and it is through your help through your help, and I mean help by the boundaries that you've created and the love that you showed them in the past. It's through all of these experiences that are helping them along this path. They are impatient to kind of get the job done and get everything over with to get things moving in this connection again. And it may be that restlessness that actually leads them to contact as well. But again, they don't know 100% how they are going to be received by you, so they're a little bit hesitant. How are they currently feeling right this moment? Their true feelings for you, pile 3. What are their true feelings for you, pile 3? I think so, yes. They still have a lot of growing to do. That's what Spirit keeps saying. It's like you are being presented as this top tier. You know, whether you identify as feminine, masculine, doesn't matter. It's about being at the top tier, and they are a level below you. Like they're just not quite there yet in their awareness. So their confidence isn't there 100%. It's like they want to come charging towards you, but they are hesitant. They are insecure about it. They will most likely overcome that that insecurity though. But they're on the fence about what to do about what they have to say. I am coming though, trust. And I almost feel the momentum. There is someone else. And take that as it resonates. It could have been recklessness in that kind of area and third-party situations that led to the firm boundaries that you had to make. You matter though. And there's almost like this sense of like they didn't matter. None of that mattered. It's you that mattered. And perhaps they even said that. It's like, you know, that didn't matter. It was just a physical thing. I'm addicted to you. A bit of an obsession. You have so many choices and options now. You have so many choices and options. Perhaps you have moved forward into a more secure situation since the separation, but take that as it resonates. That's definitely not for everyone. I dream about you a lot, too much, on the back of that deck. Their current thoughts and feelings for pile number 3, please. How are they currently feeling at this moment? Their true feelings. The Sword and the Rose. Truth, clarity, revelation, safety nets. Sorry, solidarity, force, honor, protection, and power. The Sword and the Rose. The clarity that came after the fact. And that rose of hope that they are still expecting some type of... They're coming forward with an offer for you. They're going to come forward with communication to feel you out, to tell you of their epiphanies. We have the snake, competition, enemy, clever, malicious, looking over your shoulder and the other woman. And we also have mask, not showing their true feelings, hiding, pretending, deluding, gaslighting. Any of these energies may be very familiar to you when it comes to this person in the past. It's like there is a recklessness that they are aware of. A recklessness with your heart, perhaps. We have photograph, though. Looking at your photo, missing you, nostalgia, and making new memories. Hopeful character this person is. That there can be more to this story. Let's get a few more message cards. What are they currently thinking and feeling right this moment for pile number 3, please? I'm afraid that I've already lost you. And I wish that we could turn back time. And this separation is very painful for me. And I'm going to fix it, but first I have to fix me. I can still hear your laugh. What are their current thoughts and feelings for pile number 3, please? You make me hot. Very complimentary. Oh, I just saw the wake up call card. Where'd it go? Wake up call. You gave them that wake-up call with your firm boundaries that you needed to make. Is this connection real? Do you feel it too? And back of the deck says, you deserve better than this. And that's true. That's true. And that's why you did what you had to do, I feel like, in this connection. Let's get, oops, a charm bowl, please. The future of this connection in the bowl for pile number 3, please. What is the future of this connection? Oh, we had 3 of Swords, Tower, the High Priestess. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we have the 3 of Swords, the Tower, and the High Priestess. So I feel like there could have been third party in the past of this connection. I feel like there's a lot of heartbreak and sadness. And these heartbreaks and sadnesses are, you know, culminated to this huge moment, perhaps a huge blow up, perhaps just an epiphany for you. It's like, I almost feel like I could cry actually at this moment. I feel like I could cry even in the reminiscing of it for you. It created just a moment where there was like a snap where it's like, I can't do this anymore. And your higher self was right there to catch you in that moment. They were there to catch you from the full impact, perhaps, because she brought in awareness with this beautiful higher self. She brought in awareness for you and an inner wisdom about boundaries and about your value and your worth. And once that's sort of known, it's like this is permanent damage. Potentially, you may feel like it's been permanent damage that has been done. I do feel this person could reach out to you in the future, and it will come in as a sort of surprise event. I don't think that you'll have the kind of awareness that it's about to show up. I feel like they're just going to pop in out of the blue with perhaps a message for you. But there is this sense here of your higher self being a support system even at that time. So to make sure you're listening to your inner wisdom, make sure you're paying attention to your intuition at that time. In the bowl, we have the Joker, which is the Fool. And I feel like there's some sort of connection even to the fact that the Fool, the energy of the Joker, this person, like they were really, perhaps had like a Cheshire cat smile, or they're really charismatic, or they're really funny. We have here the Divine Feminine Shoe, the double-edged razor. It's like being pushed against a rock in a hard place. It's like being forced to act. We have the Teddy Bear, a Z, so somebody could be dreaming about you. It could also be an initial. We have the Stepping Stones, and I think about the Hierophant and elevation. Some of you may have moved forward even into new commitments, perhaps, but it's all about sort of the leaps and bounds you made with your own ascension by creating firm boundaries in this connection. We have here a pentacle, or a penny, and it's from 2008. And it also is talking about this communication. I feel like they could reach out to you. We have the Star of Hope and Healing with Aquarius here. We have the Transformation with the butterfly, and we have 2 of them. They're different sizes. You can see they're different sizes because your transformation is exceeding this person's. This person's on a journey of awareness that you have helped to get the ball rolling with, which is a wonderful thing. Awareness and evolution is a wonderful thing for us all. So you've helped this person do that, but you're definitely more spiritually aware. We also have the Cob of Corn, or Ear of Corn. I think about reunions and friendship with that as well. And we also have here the Day Ruin, the Degas Ruin, Enlightenments. All right, group number 3. That is what I have for you today. I hope that it resonates with you. If it did, I would love to hear your story in the comments section, and I would love for you to subscribe to this channel and join this beautiful family that we're growing here. Please hit your like button and your notification bell because it does help me to bring you more content. And be sure to drop me a comment below so I can enter you in for a chance to win a free reading with me. You can also check out my links below for Etsy, for a personal reading, or for Instagram. But I really hope that you come back here to the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a great day. Take care.